In this video, we're going to talk about Lomachenko coming back, putting on a masterclass performance and stopping George Kambosos. And we also going to talk about Gervonta Davis going on X, calling out Vasyl Lomachenko, saying he is next after Frank Martin, but not Shakur Stevenson. Yeah. Before we get into this, make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's cook. Now, I'm going to start this off by saying, I told all you tanker maniacs, and I told Shakur Stevenson how ESPN and Top Rank was going to play him. We're going to get into all of that because y'all want to listen to this. Now, if you a hater, hit the thumbs down. And if you a real one, hit the thumbs up. Now, first of all, I want to say shout out to Lomachenko coming back and putting a whooping on George Kambosos just like I knew he would. Lomachenko came out and he got his first stoppage in a long time, stopped George Kambosos, man, and just beat that dude down like I knew he would. George Kambosos was never like that. And Devin Haney pretty much got on a pound-for-pound list by beating George Kambosos 2 times. But that's a whole different story in itself. Now, the story here is Vasyl Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, and Gervonta Tank Davis. Those are the 3 top guys at 135 pounds. So first we're going to start off with Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis. Now, I know all of the tanker maniacs, they try to deny the fact that Gervonta Davis was supposed to fight Lomachenko years ago. But Tank and Floyd Mayweather came out and said that they was going to age Lomachenko out. Well, they've done that. Lomachenko is now over 36 years old. And finally, tonight, Tank Davis finally came out and says that he wants to fight Vasyl Lomachenko after he gets past Frank Martin. Now, that's if he get past Frank Martin. First off, because you don't want to overlook no opponent because this is boxing and anything can happen. Now, of course, Tank Davis, in a series of tweets, he let it be known that he wants Lomachenko next, but now he erased him, and he also tweeted to Shakur Stevenson and said, "Hey, Dick Eater, did you see this?" And I don't know what that was about because if you're tweeting to Shakur Stevenson, you should be tweeting at him, telling him that you're going to fight him next because you and him are the best 2 fighters in the weight division. But remember, you just did an interview and you said that Shakur Stevenson was with Top Rank. So that pretty much meant that y'all couldn't fight right now because he on the other side of the street. So you said he was just clout chasing because he know it can't happen right now, basically. And all of the tanker maniacs followed up by calling Shakur a duck if he don't sign with the PBC, because that means if he stayed with Top Rank, it's no possible way that he could get a Tank Davis fight because they don't make cross-promotional fights. Y'all also lied and created a narrative and said that Bob Arum said he didn't want to make the fight, which Bob never said that. Now, Bob got pissed off at one point in time because he was promoting the fight and they continued to ask him about Gervonta Davis, and he gave him that, "I don't fucking know. You gotta ask Tank Davis and his promoters. I don't promote Gervonta Davis." And then y'all took that and ran with it and said that Bob said that he didn't want to make no fight, which is a lie. Because when Bob was asked directly about Shakur Stevenson or any of his fighters fighting Tank, well, this is what Bob Arum had to say.
A lot of fans want to see is Shakur versus Tank Davis, or Tiafimo versus Tank Davis, or even Lomachenko versus Tank Davis. Well, what can Top Rank promise in 2024 as to being in business with the likes of a Tank Davis and matching up one of your fighters with him?
Well, Tank Davis is an excellent fighter, and he's a big attraction. So sure, we would like to match any of the guys that you've mentioned against Tank Davis and see how well they would do. I like our guys to win the fight, but that's why they do the fights, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, we're open to any of that. Again, we're open to any of that.
So dust yourself off and try again and come up with a new lie and a new narrative. So continuing on with what I was saying, Tank Davis can't fight Shakur because he with Top Rank. But the last time I checked, Lomachenko is with Top Rank and been with Top Rank his whole career. So if the excuse that y'all been making and Gervonta Davis been making ain't a duck and it ain't an excuse, how's he able to call out Lomachenko and tell the world tonight that Lomachenko is next after Frank Martin if it ain't possible? Because Shakur Stevenson is just clout chasing because he know he on the other side of the street. That's what y'all said. That's what Tank said. Go ahead, all the Tankomaniacs come in here and, you know what I'm saying, clean this up, protect your man, clean it up. When I talked about Gervonta Davis and Shakur fight, I said, first of all, we know that Shakur Stevenson is going to be a free agent after July the 6th. I said, Shakur Stevenson, what he needs to do is he needs to weigh out his options, right? First, he needs to go holler at the PBC. He needs to find out if PBC is willing to offer him a Tank fight within the first 2 fights. It ain't got to be the first one, but it at least got to be the second one in contract on paper. If they're not willing to do that, I said he absolutely shouldn't sign with the PBC because Tank Davis refused to tell Shakur Stevenson where he's at in his 6 to 7 fight plan. Tank Davis been vocal about he got a 6 to 7 fight plan. He says that Shakur is somewhere in there, but he won't let Shakur know where he's in there at. So I said, if he ain't telling Shakur, that means he is the 6 to 7 fight. So why should Shakur sign to the PBC, sit on the shelf, fight once a year, waiting on Gervonta Davis? I don't believe in no fighter waiting around, stalling their whole career out, waiting on one fighter. If Tank don't want to fight right now, because if Tank want to fight right now, it don't matter where Shakur and who he with, the fighter get made. Tank is the A side and he got the power to make it happen because we all know Shakur want to fight him. Also, I said what I believe Top Rank is going to do is they're going to dangle Lomachenko fight in Shakur Stevenson's face, but he's not going to get the Lomachenko fight because Lomachenko has let it be known on several occasions he don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. I said what's going to happen is Lomachenko is going to fight Navarrate and Shakur Stevenson going to be left out. So what Shakur needs to do after he talks to PBC and see what they talking about, if they're not talking about the Gervonta Davis fight within the first 2 fights, then talk to Top Rank, see what they talking about. If they can't get a Vasyl Lomachenko fight on pen and paper next, he needs to stay a free agent to where he can move around and make fights with whatever promotional company is offering the best fights and the best deal. So I've always made it clear is the first thing he needs to do is holler at PBC and see if they willing to put Tank in writing within the first 2 fights. If they willing to do that, of course he should sign with the PBC. But if they ain't willing to do that, he need to go holler at Top Rank. But if Top Rank ain't willing to give him that Lomachenko fight next, he don't need to mess with them neither. Now, I've said that on several occasions. All the Tankomaniacs, y'all be in my comments screaming about Shakur, he a duck if he don't sign with the PBC. Y'all think this man just supposed to sign with the PBC just cause? Well, he know he gonna get a Tank fight sometime. Nah, bro, it don't work like that. I'm not finna sit around and wonder and wish and pray if I'm gonna get a Tank fight or when I'm gonna get it. It's plain and simple. Do you want to fight now or do you not want to fight? If you want to fight down the line, be a man and just say that, and me and you, we can address what we got going on then down the line. So the bottom line is, when Tank get ready to fight Shakur Stevenson, he'll let the world know, and he'll say that he won it next, just like he did with Lomachenko tonight. And as far as for Shakur, I told you so, dog. And I told everybody in my videos that Top Rank was going to play him because they can't make Vasyl Lomachenko take a fight against Shakur. Lomachenko has clearly let it be known on several occasions he don't want to fight Shakur. So, just like tonight you heard the play, and I told y'all this was going to be the play. Lomachenko is going to skip right around Shakur once again. He going to try to fight Navarrate. They already told you the plan, and now Shakur Stevenson, he pissed off because for some reason, he really thought Lomachenko was going to fight him next. And I told him this, and I've told the world once again that Lomachenko ain't going to fight you, dog. He looks at Navarrate as a much easier fight, a much more winnable fight than you. And Loma know he can't beat you. And as far as Gervonta Davis and Lomachenko, I know that Floyd Mayweather and what they was telling Tank back then, they the ones that had a hand in the fight not happening. They the ones that told Tank to age Loma out. But I've always pretty much, I ain't gonna say always, but from like the past 3 years, I've always felt that Tank beats Loma anyway. It's still a hell of a fight. They still got to get in the ring to prove me right or prove me wrong. But Shakur, you see how they doing, dog? They know that Lomachenko don't want to fight you, but they trying to play you to pretend like they gonna give you a Lomachenko fight so you can re-sign. But now, they opened their mouth tonight and they let the cat out the bag what the plan is. So Shakur's pissed off and he said that Floyd Mayweather been telling him for years that Top Rank don't F with black fighters. So, Shakur want to leave Top Rank now. After what he heard last night, you seen how he went off on X. He wants to leave Top Rank now. But like I said, I don't know how that's going to work out with his management team, Jay Prince. Y'all know they only work with Top Rank, so we got to see how all this play out. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit my like button. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.